with Poe, and the topic is mental illness in the United States, and he's talking about some of the challenges facing the United States dealing with this whole issue of mental illness. And Dr. Poe, let's pick up again at that point where we left off, dealing with some of the issues of mental illness in the United States.
Mm-hmm. Well, there was a study done that was reported in USA Today just about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and it said that happiness, based on their studies, has to do with having 2 or 3 friends at church. And so health and positive religion are intimately related. They always has been, except in our society over the last maybe 100 years, there's been this separation in many ways between the mental health system and the church. Okay, but we see now there's evidence that they're coming back together, and that's going to mean a more holistic and a better quality of help that psychiatrists, social workers, and counselors can administer, who are coming not only from a psychological and a biological perspective, but who are also coming from a spiritual perspective. I believe that in order to be really healthy, I need a faith and a power higher than myself. I need a faith in God, whether I refer to that God as Krishna, or whether I refer to him as the Lord Jesus Christ, or whether I refer to him as Allah. I just believe that we need to give more attention to the spiritual needs of people, in terms of helping them to make better choices, in terms of helping them to develop positive self-esteem, in order to help them to improve their interpersonal relationships. When we neglect our spiritual needs, then we're neglecting the very core of who we are.
And everything that bad can simply follow because of that neglect. Is that
absolutely, absolutely. And I think that Jared Lee Loudner was really out there. As a matter of fact, he was attempting to construct his own alternative reality because he didn't know how to deal with the pain of his reality. So he engaged in what's called lucid dreaming, in which he would try to enter his dreams in a conscious state. Because he wanted to be in control. He felt he could control what happened to him. Apparently he felt that he'd gained the ability to fly. Even drug use, heavy drug use, is an attempt to find an alternative reality, to escape from
the reality that we live in.
From the reality the person is living in. So we need to understand that there's no escape from reality. But there is a way of being transformed by the Spirit of God if we are willing to give ourselves to trying to serve others, because that's what really religion is about. It teaches us to acknowledge the reality of God. It teaches us to serve one another, another way of saying that, to love one another. And so I don't think that you can really be happy, okay? I don't think that you can really be fulfilled. I don't think that you can really be healthy, okay, unless you're involved in showing care for others, unless you're involved in serving others, which is the only real way to serve God. And so I think when we bring back spirituality, Christian spirituality, Jewish spirituality, Islamic spirituality, when we bring back spirituality.
Are we saying in reference to that is that no matter what, how you identify it as a belief system or as a faith, that the most important thing is the recognition that that man has within himself a spirit. There's a spirit of man. Is that what we're saying?
Yes, that we are primarily spiritual beings with a physical body. All right? And when I neglect my spiritual needs, I'm setting myself up for a lot of problems, mental illness being one of them, but also chronic physical illness being another. The research has shown now, Duke University Medical Centers